You're listening to The Greater Loop, a podcast from the World Affairs Council of Greater Houston. In each episode, we bring to you leaders who connect Houston to the world, from business to diplomacy, innovation to impact. This is where global conversation begins. Let's get started.
Hi, welcome everyone. This is The Greater Loop, a podcast of the World Affairs Council of Greater Houston. And it's my honor to have two co-directors, one past, one current, of the Educational Programming Committee of the Women's Energy Network. Please welcome Megan Jackson and Caitlin McNeilly. Megan is the founder and owner of Legacy Subsea, and Caitlin is the asset developer engineer at Chord Energy. Megan, Caitlin, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Well, I'm really excited to not only have a conversation with you today, but also to talk about the Women's Energy Network, what it is you guys do, and a partner opportunity that I'll talk about in just a minute. So maybe, Megan, maybe you could tell us a little bit about the Women's Energy Network here in Houston, and specifically the Houston chapter.
Yes, thank you, Marianne. So the Women's Energy Network is an organization that is designed to provide networking and career leadership opportunities for women in the energy value chain. We have a vision to become the premier organization to support women in energy. We do have 25 chapters across the United States, as well as the Dominican Republic and Mexico. We actually have 7,000 members globally, with 3,500 of the members being right here in the Houston area, making this our greatest, largest, and most active chapter.
Caitlin, you've been a part of Women's Energy Network for several years. Tell us about the role that the Education Programming Committee has within WEN.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different kind of sub-organizations within Women's Energy Network, and educational programming is focused on educating the women within the program about, technical topics, soft skills, business acumen, just all of those things that can make us feel a little more successful in the workplace.
And, the Houston chapter here for the Women's Energy Network, you uniquely serve women specific to this region. How does working in the energy capital of the world compare to other WEN chapters around the world?
So Houston has a global energy footprint, attracting professionals from all over the world, and it has a unique proposition, unique opportunity to deliver high impact programming and support women throughout their leadership journeys, especially having a global footprint.
So there are many local challenges for women in Houston, and specifically in energy. I know when Houston has educational programming to serve them, how do these challenges connect to some of the global energy trends that we see?
I mean, I think that for us being here in Houston specifically, we're just not working in silos like other areas that have energy professionals maybe. We're able to be connected on a global level to the global supply chains, the capital markets, the policy, and the geopolitics. So those conversations that we're having through WEN Houston reflect what's truly happening in the industry. And so just because of that, women in WEN aren't just preparing for leadership roles locally, but we're able to build the perspective and confidence to lead in a very global, high-stakes energy environment.
And you mentioned leadership, and tell me a little bit about some of the skills or experiences that are related to leadership readiness that we might enjoy through our affiliation in joining WEN.
Yeah, so like I said, we kind of do soft skills, we do business acumen. We have a luncheon coming up regarding reading corporate reports and disclosures. We do coaching workshops, how to deal with difficult people, how to find your voice, and just all of those skills that can take a long time to learn on your own. We're able to bring those to our members on a monthly basis and from the greatest women leaders that are out there in the Houston area.
And Megan, I know that WEN is big, Houston is big. Where do you meet? How often do you meet? How can people get, or women or men, maybe you can answer that question too. How do you get more involved?
So we do have a series of different events throughout the greater Houston area. We have 11 luncheons that we will have this year, 5 of which will be in the downtown Houston area, 3 will be in the Woodlands, and 3 will be in the Energy Corridor. So there is ample opportunity to attend a luncheon throughout the year for technical programming. We also have 5 different social events where women can get involved. We also have a mentorship program where women can partner up with a mentor who's a senior leader in the energy industry, and we place them in areas that are specific to where they work and live. So there's ample opportunity to connect with other women and have that opportunity to foster meaningful connections and network with others in the energy industry.
And Caitlin, Megan mentioned mentoring, and I really love mentoring. I think it's such an opportunity for any professional to seek out a good mentor. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about your journey to WEN, and did you go through a mentoring program and maybe some of the skills that or the experiences that you had?
Yeah. Well, first, I found my way to WEN kind of an untraditional route. It was in the post-COVID era. I was working remotely. I was actively trying to find a way to connect on a professional and a social level. And I explored a lot of organizations in search of that balance. I joined some that were specific to oil and gas, some specific to women in technical fields. I even did just a young moms group. And a lot of them had different pieces of what I was looking for, but I couldn't find anything that was just quite complete. And so after attending a few WEN luncheons, I felt like I had finally found that community. So feeling that way, I chose to commit and I joined a committee, and my path with WEN evolved from there. And then as far as mentoring, I feel like I've gained some great mentors just in general from WEN, not in a formal way. But WEN Houston does have a formal mentorship program, and I have participated in that program twice as a mentee. I'm actually going through it right now. And it's incredible just to see that these women that step into these mentor roles, there's something just so powerful about having someone who's already very successful see that potential in you and genuinely want to help. They want to help guide you, and not just in your career, but in your life as a whole. And what I love is just how it's became this huge cycle. It starts with guidance and perspective, and over time, it's just been naturally evolving into, me and my other mentees wanting to give back. I feel a really strong sense of responsibility to advocate for others and open those doors where I can and help create opportunities for the women that are coming up behind me.
And Megan, we found you today at an SPE conference. Thank you for taking the time out. I wanted to ask, what types of educational programming is it specific to technical content or more leadership content that we might find going to a WEN luncheon?
So you'll actually find both. Regarding our technical programming, what we do is we solicit feedback from our WED members that attend our luncheons. We send out a survey after every single luncheon, and we listen to what our members are asking for. So on our most recent luncheon, we had an executive director from S&P Global Energy speak at in January. We've already reviewed our survey results and have reconciled the information that we've provided most recently, and looking forward to build upon the topics that they're interested in. For example, our WED members have expressed that they're interested in learning more about the LNG side of the energy business. They want to hear more about the political landscape, especially involving Venezuela. They're looking for soft topics as well, such as how to advance in your career, how to break through that ceiling and advance from the individual contributor level to a management level within your corporate career in the energy industry. And so we take that feedback and we tailor all of our programming to meet the needs and the interests of our WEN members that attend each of our luncheons.
Thank you for that. Very informative. Like the World Affairs Council, WEN does a lot of educational programming, and you serve a broad community. It's really interesting that you pull from the network to find out what's really valuable. Do you have any programs that focus on kind of big pictures? You mentioned Venezuela, global energy trends, or global energy crises. Maybe Caitlin, you can answer that.
Yeah, we definitely do. Like Megan said, it's all kind of up to what is requested from our members, but we do always kick off each year, the first luncheon is a global energy market overview. And so that way we can all be kind of informed going into the year with our best foot forward and what we know. And then throughout the year, we try to just make sure we balance that with technical and business and soft skills sessions. So if the request is to have more global influence as part of our sessions, that's something that we're going to provide to our members.
Caitlin, you mentioned a little bit about what you got out of your experience with the Women's Energy Network. Megan, how about you?
So for me, it's truly opened up doors. It's been a tremendous opportunity to meet other women in the industry, meet executives in their journey throughout their career. And specifically, what I love about what we do with the Educational Programming Committee is we recruit females in senior leadership roles to come and speak at our luncheons. So for instance, we have a luncheon coming up in March, actually here at the Woodlands Waterway Marriott on March 4th. And we'll be having a discussion panel regarding increasing quality and reducing risk across the energy industry. And so for us, being on the Educational Programming Committee, when we get to extend these invitations for these women to come and speak, whether individually or on panels at these luncheons that we offer, it's opening up doors that would not normally be available. So, I mean, just spanning the different companies that we've recruited senior female leaders from. We've spoken to leaders from Murphy, from BP, from ExxonMobil just in the past year. We're looking at Baker Hughes this year, and of course, S&P Global Energy. So it's really given us an opportunity to network not only strategically, but also very quickly. In addition to that, it's opened up doors and invitations to speak on panels within the industry, as well as deeper and more meaningful connections, such as today I'm at the SPE Hydraulic Fracturing and Technology Committee, and I'm supporting a friend of mine who I met through Women's Energy Network. And I extended an invitation for her to come and speak on a panel for me at the Offshore Well Intervention Gulf of America conference this past fall. And now she has returned the favor to me to invite me to the SPE Hydraulic Fracturing and Technology Conference. And so I'm here to support her business today as she leverages additional hands-on support to launch her business, which is high performance fluid ends and power ends. And so it's not only given us an opportunity to network, but it's truly building a community of other women that are supporting other women in their career and their growth and their journey throughout their energy career, as well as supporting each other in our businesses.
And that's what we do at World Affairs Council. We want to make sure our members in our community kind of understand the opportunities that are out there, as well as the impact that we can make here locally if we have greater understanding, whether it's technically, professionally, or just about world issues. Maybe, Caitlin, we'll start with you. If you could send one message from Houston to kind of global energy leaders about the role of women in energy, what do you think it might be?
The challenges that are ahead for our industry need diverse perspectives. It needs strong leadership and definitely needs that thoughtful decision making. So if I could send one message from Houston to global energy leaders, it would be that women are not a nice to have in shaping the future of energy. We're essential. And especially those of us in Houston, we're definitely capable, we're ready, and we've been putting in the work.
Agree with Caitlin. I think women are critical and at the front seat of the energy industry for tomorrow. I see women increasing just a number at these conferences. We're beginning to move forward and push the industry further ahead with thoughtful leadership. And so we hope that this message will reach other women in the energy industry as they look forward to continue to give back and promote their careers, that they'll consider joining Women's Energy Network in search of that community that we offer here.
Well, if it includes two professional women like yourself, it's certainly something I'm sure our audience wants to get more involved with. How do they connect with the Women's Energy Network?
So we have the Women's Energy Network Houston website, as well as our LinkedIn. Welcome to find us on either one of those platforms, or even come and join us with our next luncheon on March 4th here at the Woodlands Waterway Marriott.
And thank you. And thank you to the Women's Energy Network, who is a partner organization of the World Affairs Council, for our upcoming International Women's Day on March 17th at the Post Oak Hotel. You can find out more information about that at our website at World Affairs Council, and you can just Google us. So thank you both for joining us today. Megan, Caitlin, it's been my pleasure to chat with you. I'm really eager to hear more about what Women's Energy Network is going to grow into in the future. Thank you all for joining us and have a great day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.